All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. A lot of upsets in the NCAA tournament. We're going to recap you guys with what has gone on in the NCAA tournament. And here is what went on today. Starting this morning off with Syracuse and Dayton. Big upset here. Syracuse beating Dayton 70-51 was the final score. UNC Asheville versus Villanova. Villanova staying very strong, 86-56. Coming in here, another upset. VCU beating Oregon State, 75-67. Another upset here. Hawaii, California making their first appearance in the NCAA tournament, and long time ago. Hawaii winning at 77-66. Big upset. Most brackets were probably. Most bracket picks were probably damaged with this one. Middle Tennessee beating Michigan State 90-81. That was a big upset there. Another big upset. Temple versus Iowa heading into an overtime there. Iowa winning 72-70. Bakersfield versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma staying strong with Buddy Hield on the court. 82-68 final score. Maryland staying very strong. 79-74 over South Dakota State. Pittsburgh versus Wisconsin. Pittsburgh losing that one. Wisconsin 47-43 final. Another big upset here. West Virginia 70-56. Green Bay losing to Texas A&M 92-65. Oregon versus Holy Cross. Oregon winning it 91-52. Game that just ended not that long ago is Webster State and Xavier. Xavier staying strong. 71-53 final score there. And Northern Iowa versus Texas. Northern Iowa 44-36. Looks like we're going to have an upset there. Final score to be over here, Michigan State versus Notre Dame. Another upset, Michigan State beating Notre Dame 43-37 final score. Game going on right now, still in the first quarter, is Cincinnati and St. Joseph. Cincinnati 41-40. Still this game going, and this game here, still very close for this game to call. UNI versus Texas. Very hard to call the game right now. Let's talk about tomorrow's games coming up. Wichita State versus Florida at 11:10 Central Time on CBS. Duke versus Yale at 1:40 Central Time. This game possibly going to be another upset. Yale coming off strong, but Duke, a very strong team, good at defense and getting those three-point shots down. This one here, still uncalled for with Wichita State being an 11 seed, but possibly seeing an upset there as well. Following that at 4:15 is Indiana and Kentucky on CBS. UALR and Iowa State at 5:10 Central Time on TNT. Butler and Virginia at 6:10 Central Time on TBS. UConn versus Kansas at 6:45 Central Time on CBS. Gonzaga versus 40 p.m. Central Time on TNT. And ending the night with Providence and North Carolina at 8:40 on TBS. Let's talk about Sunday's games coming up as well. Still got Iowa versus Villanova. Going to be a good matchup there. Starting the day off on Sunday at 11:10 a.m. on CBS will be Iowa and Villanova. At 1:40 on CBS will be the winner of Michigan or Notre Dame, which I believe is Michigan. So it'll be Michigan and SF Austin. Coming down here at 4:15 Central Time on CBS is VCU and Oklahoma. Probably going to be a good matchup there. Syracuse at 5:10 on TNT. Hawaii versus Maryland at 6:10 Central Time on TBS. Northern Iowa versus Texas. The winner of that will face Texas A&M. Xavier versus Wisconsin at 7:40 Central Time on TNT. And Oregon versus Cincinnati or St. Joseph at 8:40 on TBS. Let's look at your official bracket. Getting down and getting pretty much complete with this bracket here. Going to be going down into the Sweet 16 starting tomorrow, figuring out who plays who in the Sweet 16s. Going to be a heck of a matchups for coming down to your Sweet 16s. Probably going to see a lot, trying to hope that we don't see much more upsets since most of the lower teams are still in and most of the high teams are in. I got a report that I guess after, I believe it was the Michigan game that Middle Tennessee beat Michigan, so all brackets are busted, as you just heard from me. Your brackets, you have a chance to get a perfect bracket as well in the Sweet 16. CBS is putting together a Sweet 16, pick the right teams going on and through the Sweet 16, and you got a chance to win money for that, since no brackets are perfect anymore. A lot of things there to talk about. Trying to hope that good games to come in the NCAA. If you haven't heard yet, they have already enclosed the next locations for the NCAA tournament. You can find that out online. I'm still ranked. Let's see. Let's look at your celebrity rankings here. Still ranked. Evan Turner is ranked first with a whole bunch of other people behind him. So looking a little scared for him. Let's see if we can. Let me look for this person real quick. So, President Obama ranked 6th with a tie between him. Let's kind of go in and look at his bracket. Made some wonderful picks, picking Maryland over South Dakota State, which is perfect at the moment. Maryland's leading there. Made almost all perfect picks besides the Arizona game, beating Wichita State. So that was his mistake here. But other than that, having almost a perfect piece in the bracket as far as in the South region. Throughout elsewhere, probably not looking very well in that. I can't really report much else to you guys because the games are still being played, but download the March Madness Live on your Android and Apple devices for wonderful app to have. You can watch live basketball games on here, get live updates, and make your picks, see how your picks are doing and everything on this app. Like I said, March Madness Live, a wonderful app to have. If it loads for me here, read through this so I can see what the scores are doing here. Like you see, March Madness Live, wonderful app to have. Download on Android and Apple devices. Looking to be a lot of upsets have happened today. Hoping that there's probably not much more upsets coming. Going to be a heck of time to come. So hopefully we get a better chance at the NCAA Final Four, road to the Final Four. So hopefully we get a nicer and better luck chance at the NCAA Final Four, putting good teams in the NCAA. Like I said, nothing much I can report to you guys at the moment. Games, games are still coming in, so hard to report without all the games being complete. We will actually be off air for the next. We will be on air for tomorrow and Sunday, but then we will be off air for Monday, Tuesday, and then we will be back when we start this round of Sweet 16s. So I will be saluting off to you guys on Sunday. and we will actually have a early Sunday morning show, and then an early, not a very early, but early show, and then we'll have an early evening show. So come join us with that. Like I said, hardly much anything else I can report to you. I can report that Michigan and Notre Dame apparently are in the second quarter. For some reason, it was saying final. If you guys couldn't see, it did say final. Reportingly here is in the second quarter, 15:20 left on the clock. Michigan leads 46-41. 15:17 left on the clock for Northern Iowa and Texas. Northern Iowa 47-46. Close game there. If you haven't seen it, probably want to tune in there. St. Joseph, like I said, is leading Cincinnati 41-40 at the half. So another half to come there. So possibly going into about 11 o'clock game. So if you'd like to watch them, tune into, I believe, it is TBS, TNT, True TV, or CBS will provide you with the NCAA tournaments. Like I said, we will be taking a break. I won't be airing. I will probably air, let's see, let me get you the official time that I will air for the Sweet 16. I will be airing twice tomorrow, and twice Sunday, and then I will air on Wednesday, March 23rd, with the update for the Sweet 16 round, so you get an idea of what's going to go on in the Sweet 16, and then I will also report Thursday afternoon / evening-ish, and then Friday, same afternoon-ish. So, and then we'll go into Saturday, which I'll report twice, and I'll also report twice on that Sunday, and then we come down to a very, very lovely round in the NCAA. It's the Final Four and then the championship round. I will report twice during the championship round, and then you will say sayonara to just saying goodbye to the NCAA basketball, and then we will actually be starting to talk about, I believe we'll also be starting to talk about baseball, and then the Olympics to come in August. I had to remember when it was coming on. So we'll be talking about them in August. We'll be talking about the Summer Olympics throughout coming up into August. So join us for that show, and have a wonderful night, and come join us tomorrow with an update with the round of 32. Thank you guys for joining.